Hello to everyone. My name is NC Lightworker, and I am basically a lightworker by trade. A lightworker is someone who has received a calling from the Most High God and has been entrusted with the duty to light the pathway for God's people. I do not have any religious affiliation, nor am I affiliated with any group or organization. Also, I do not respond to any questions, comments, or emails because as a lightworker, I'm only here to present the information. The ideas expressed in this commentary are from a conscious viewpoint. Thank you for tuning in, and let's get started. Single? No children? Well, if you're looking to change your current status, you probably want to seriously consider polygamy. Hold on, wait. Now, before you change the channel or before you click that dislike button, please hear me out. The ideas expressed in this commentary are from a conscious viewpoint. The purpose is to shed new light on a concept that may seem foreign and connect it with information and ideas we all can relate to. Statistics. Women roughly represent 51% of the population in the United States. There are certain factors that influence the pool of available men, such as difference in life expectancy, lifestyle choices, incarceration, etc. However, men outnumber women in northern Africa. So if being in a monogamous relationship is non-negotiable and you enjoy romantic camel rides under the moonlight, you may want to look into relocating. Biology. The average man produces approximately 14 gallons of semen during his lifetime. It will contain over 400 billion sperm cells. Starting from age 13, a man has the ability to procreate new life every day of his life. This is truly amazing. As a thinking and conscious individual, there is no way I can believe that all that sperm is reserved for only one woman. If a man was meant to only have one woman, then reproductively, the woman would mirror the man. She would be able to give birth at least once a day. Thankfully, this is not true. Since it takes a woman almost a full year to produce, in most cases, one human being, biologically speaking, a woman is not built for the purpose of having multiple partners. Anatomy. A woman's reproductive system resembles a flower's reproductive system for a reason. The female body is delicate, therefore the entire reproductive system is encased inside of her body. A man's reproductive system is supposed to function at a much higher capacity. This will explain why his reproductive system and organs are conveniently positioned outside of his body. Nature. One of the many ways the Most High God communicates with us is through nature. If a certain concept can be observed in nature, then it is in balance with God's order, or the natural order of life. The Tsavo, I hope I'm saying this right, the Tsavo lion is native to Kenya. A pride usually consists of only a single male lion and an average of 7 to 8 female lions. So basically, Simba and Mufasa have been showing us the right way to have a relationship this entire time. Personal account. Raise your hand if you ever heard a story about how your grandfather or great great grandfather had a child or family outside of his marriage. Modern day scenario. Tyrone has a child by Shantae and Keisha. Tyrone is an active father and provides financial support. Shantae and Keisha are fully aware that Tyrone is still having sexual relations with the both of them. Other than this scenario being under the context of marriage, how is it any different from polygamy? We are the gods that walk this earth. The black man is the descendant of Egyptian pharaohs, African kings, and other great men who built civilizations. His ancestors all had multiple wives. It is unfair to expect the black man in America to function any differently because this is part of his nature. It's in his DNA. The beautiful thing about one's nature, as we saw with Tyrone and probably that of his grandfather, is that you will always adhere to it, even if you're conscious of it or not. So, why are we acting against our nature? Black people in America are functioning according to a Eurocentric model, basing our morals and spirituality within a religion that is not our own. Religion is one of the weapons that the enemy uses against God's people. Religion specializes in having people to think out of context and act out of mind. Message for all the women that are out there. Men and women do not love the same. Black men are the gods that walk this earth. Since God's love is in abundance and everlasting, emotionally speaking, a man is fully capable of genuinely loving more than one woman at the same time. This is a very important concept that women need to understand and accept. A woman can only love one man at a time, especially if there is a child involved. She becomes emotionally and spiritually attached to that one man. It is the woman's responsibility to create an open dialogue with her man. When infidelity occurs in a relationship, I don't think women are mainly upset about the actual act itself. Probably the most upsetting part is that she had to buy a blonde wig, dark sunglasses, and rent a vehicle just to find out that he was cheating. So when she asked him several months ago, "Are you cheating on me?" before he answered no, he was thinking, "I love her, I don't want to hurt her, and I don't want to lose my family." A woman will first and foremost need to be secure within herself. Only then will she be able to be secure within her relationship, to know that the love that they share and the bond that they created as a couple is unbreakable. Creating an open dialogue will strengthen a relationship and prevent the woman from being in the dark about what's going on with her man internally, cognitive, spiritual, and emotional. If you avoid having this conversation, you will continue to hold the fantasy notion that your man's desires begin and end with you. Message for the men. Hold up now. Before you guys start celebrating and high fiving each other, this commentary is not intended for single men or married men who wish to have multiple girlfriends, side pieces, jump offs, or whatever the heck the young folks are calling them these days. Polygamy, which is aligned with the natural order of life, only works under the context of marriage. When a man marries a woman, He assumes ownership and responsibility for her and the household they would create together. It is a man's God-given right to have more than one woman. However, he will need to seriously consider everything that goes along with the decision to have more than one playground to play in. Having a second wife equals you now have two different personalities and two different sets of wants and needs to take into consideration. The beautiful thing about consciousness is that it will never force itself on you. You always have the option of going back to sleep at any time. The choice is yours. If the information in this post was able to wake up a handful of people, then my mission was accomplished. It is now your responsibility to stay awake, prepare, and continue connecting those dots. Please feel free to share this post. God bless and take care.